Most people look outside for what's holding them back. They blame their job, their past, their situation. But the Stoics knew your greatest enemy lives inside. Your weakness is not out there. It's in here. It's not the world stopping you. It's your excuses, your habits, your impulses, and until you face them, you stay stuck. Weakness hides in comfort, in the easy choice, in the second guessing, in the lie you tell yourself that you'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow is a myth. The Stoics understood this. They lived like warriors, not in battle, but in the mind. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's where the battle starts, not with others, but with yourself. The part of you that hits snooze, that scrolls instead of studies, that talks instead of acts. The part that fears discomfort, that fears being seen trying, that fears failure more than regret. That's your real enemy. And until you conquer it, no success will feel real, no peace will last. You'll self-sabotage, you'll retreat, you'll stay small. But it doesn't have to stay that way. You are not weak, you are undisciplined. There's a difference, and discipline can be built. The Stoics trained their minds the way soldiers trained their bodies. They practiced discomfort. They rejected luxury. They chose hard things to build hard character. Seneca wrote, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." Your weakness is fed by your mind, by the stories it tells, by the fear it invents. Most of it isn't real, but your reaction is. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be honest. Where are you losing the battle? Where are you making excuses? Where are you playing small? Start there. Expose the weakness. Don't hide it. Don't justify it. Bring it into the light, because what you don't face, you'll serve. The Stoics didn't chase comfort. They chased clarity. They weren't afraid of effort. They were afraid of drifting, of wasting their short time. And make no mistake, you are running out of time. Every excuse steals a piece of your life. Every day lost in comfort is a day you'll never get back. So ask yourself, who are you becoming by the choices you're making? Because if you don't confront your weakness, you become it. It's not the world stopping you. It's not bad luck. It's not your past. It's your discipline, your focus, your choices. And all of those belong to you. Weakness doesn't announce itself. It whispers, just this once. You deserve a break. No one will know. And every time you listen, it grows stronger. You give it space. It takes your strength. The Stoics taught that character isn't built in crisis. It's revealed there. It's built in the quiet moments no one sees. The decision to say no, the discipline to stay the course when no one's watching. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, don't waste what's left of your life, because what you tolerate becomes what defines you. You skip one workout, that becomes who you are. You stay in bed when you said you'd rise, that becomes who you are. You say, I'll start later, that becomes who you are. Not because of one choice, but because of the pattern. Your weakness is not a one-time failure, it's a habit of surrender. But here's the truth. You're never just losing time, you're building identity. With every compromise, you're becoming something. So the question is, are you becoming someone you respect? If not, change the pattern. Change your actions, change your life. Don't wait for motivation. Wait is weakness in disguise. Start with one promise, one rule you keep, no matter what. Then stack it, one at a time. You build the fortress that no impulse can tear down. Seneca wrote, associate with people who will make you better. But what if that person is you? What if you became the kind of person your past self needed? That's not a fantasy. That's a choice. The work won't feel heroic. It won't feel dramatic. It'll feel boring, repetitive, invisible. That's why it works. Because while others chase the next trick, you're mastering the basics silently, relentlessly. While they post, you practice. While they explain, you execute. No noise, no glory, just progress. The Stoics didn't leave legacies by talking. They lived lives of such weight the silence spoke for them. You don't need more words, you need more wins, more kept promises, more quiet victories, because what you do when no one's watching is what you become when everyone finally sees. The mind is a battlefield, and most people lose before they even realize they're fighting. They obey every urge, every impulse, every distraction, and then they wonder why they feel empty. The Stoics trained their minds like warriors. Every day, every thought, every decision. They didn't hope for control. They practiced it. You can't conquer the world if you haven't conquered your moods. You can't lead if your own mind pulls you in every direction. Discipline is not punishment. It's permission. Permission to become what the weaker version of you would never dare touch. Your weakness says, "I don't feel like it." Your strength replies, "Do it anyway." That's the rule. You don't move based on mood, you move based on mission. If you let comfort lead, you'll never grow. If you let resistance win, you'll never start. Train the mind until the excuses stop sounding reasonable. Starve the weakness until it dies quietly from neglect. Every day feed one or the other. You can't serve both. And here's the truth. You already know what you need to do. The path isn't hidden. It's uncomfortable, and that's why most never walk it. But you're not. Most. You're here because something in you is done. Making peace with mediocrity. Done compromising. Done delaying. This is the line you either rise or repeat. If this feels true, subscribe to Inner Fort and stay close. There's more. Your mind knows it. Your weakness fears it. Greatness isn't a moment. It's repetition. It's the things you do when no one claps, no one watches, no one cares. That's where it happens. That's where power is built. You don't rise by accident. You rise by choice, not once, but every day, every hour. Weakness doesn't need effort. It waits for you to fold, to justify, to soften. And every time you repeat the compromise, you make it stronger. But the opposite is also true. Every time you rise, you make strength your default. Every cold morning you don't skip. Every painful rep you finish. Every silence you choose instead of defending your dream. That's power. That's identity. That's legacy. The Stoics didn't live for attention. They lived for alignment. They asked, "Is this in my control? If yes, do it. If no, release it." That clarity is your edge, because most people spend their days fighting things they can't control and avoiding the one thing they can, themselves. Your greatest leverage is you, your choices, your routines, your standards. They either lift you or trap you. And if you're honest, you already know which one it is. You don't need another plan. You need a stronger rhythm. Wake, work, reflect, repeat. That's it. No drama, no performance, just execution. Quiet, precise, unstoppable. That's Stoicism in motion. That's Inner Fort. Everyone carries something, a story, a scar, a failure. They never let go. Most people let that weight define them. But the Stoics, they transformed it. They didn't run from their pain. They refined it. They didn't bury their shame. They sharpened it because whatever you carry is either breaking you or building you. There's no neutral weakness, hides in the story. You never question, "I've always been this way. No one ever showed me how. This is just who I am." But what if that's not true? What if that's not identity, just repetition? The Stoics challenged themselves because they knew comfort dulls truth. When everything feels good, you don't grow, you distract, you delay, you decay. The weight doesn't leave on its own. You have to drop it or carry it differently. Use it. Turn the regret into fire, the failure into focus, the insecurity into practice. It takes work, but not flashy work, not loud work, silent, stubborn, invisible work. The kind no one sees but everyone feels once it's done. You don't need to show your grind. You need to survive it, and you will. If you stop protecting the part of you that keeps losing, don't guard your limits. Challenge them. Don't explain your weakness. eliminated. And when the voice comes back, the one that says, "It's too late, it's too hard, you're not enough," you don't argue, you act. You show it what it means to be you now, because power doesn't come when you feel ready. It comes when you stop negotiating with your lesser self. The version of you that always gives in doesn't get a vote anymore. He's done talking. This is the chapter where you stop explaining and start becoming. Most people won't understand what you're doing. They'll see the silence and think it's weakness. They'll see your discipline and call it obsession. They'll watch you walk away from noise, comfort, drama, and call it strange. Let them. Because this path isn't for everyone. It's for the few who are done playing small, done blaming the world, done hiding from the mirror, and done explaining their fire. This is the Stoic path. Not perfect, not loud, but relentless. Every day you rise, you reject weakness, you honor what's within your control, and you let go of what's not. That's what power is. That's what freedom is. Not the absence of problems, the presence of clarity. You'll lose people when you choose this way, but you'll find yourself. You'll outgrow comfort. You'll outlast doubt. And when the results come, you won't need to post about it. They'll speak loud enough on their own. So keep walking, keep rising, keep proving to yourself that silence wasn't weakness. It was strategy. You've been training while they've been talking. You've been building while they've been waiting. And now, you're becoming, not for praise, not for them, for you, for who you were always meant to be, beneath the noise, beneath the fear, beneath the excuses. That version is here now, and he's not turning back. And if you're still breathing in this silence, you're ready for the next step. It's waiting, and it's not any easier, but it's where the real change begins. We'll meet you there.